how the cultivation of intellect and altruism helps us to be present in favorable circumstances. It is important to understand that the human development type has both favorable and less favorable conditions for its realization. The most favorable conditions are those that reflect a greater degree of our synthesis scheme: all love, all wisdom, plus all will, all intelligence. These qualities are manifested through our perception system as intellect and altruism. The more there is intellect and altruism, exactly such combination, and not just intellect manifested without this positive feeling, which should govern it, but the intellect with altruism. That is, with the presence of a sincere desire and sincere need to manifest own rational activity on the basis of mutual help, empathy toward people around us, towards all surrounding nature. It will in greater degree resonate exactly with our synthesis scheme, which will allow to exclude from your existence various tensor moments, various conceptions that slow down the development of your focus dynamics in this direction. That is, if you want to create something, then the greatest effect can be achieved only when you are creating with your own intellectual altruistic activity. When your every choice will be motivated and intellectually and will be based on altruism, based on motivations which represent human development path. But altruism can be different, because very often what we think is altruism is not altruism, because what we do is based on some ambitious decisions, on selfish needs. We often make altruistic choices only to receive some praise, be noticed, so someone would say something good about us. And this is no longer altruism. Consequently, such a choice is not what we call intellectual altruistic development, but inevitably, by forcing ourselves, we all approach the need to make some good deeds, to make more qualitative decisions. The more often we force ourselves to do it, the more we are convinced in its usefulness. We see that it is followed by some positive changes in our lives, in our inner states. First of all, this is due to the fact that our brain has a reward system. It is the nucleus accumbens, a part of a ventral ligamental area that produces dopamine. There are sources of serotonin which cause pleasant feelings after such deeds. There is oxygen sources that cause the desire to communicate with other people on an unselfish basis. The more we will experience such feelings, the more we will get attached to the possibilities to again and again experience these pleasurable sensations. So at the expense of unselfish or some other negative potentials, we will choose the type of solution that will allow us again and again to experience the selection of these substances, neurotransmitters, and to get pleasure from it. This is a kind of attachment, but unfortunately, only through this we are able to reach the higher self-consciousness levels. And not for nothing, this reward system exists in our brain. Otherwise, we would not be able to develop exactly in the human development direction.